Hello, my name is Robin, and today I'm speaking with Mr. Roberto Guerra, the president of the world-famous La Caja China. How are you today, Roberto?
Good, thank you. Nice to
I'd,
see you again.
yeah, you too. Roberto, I'd like to ask you a few tips about roasting with the Caja China. So first of all, how many pounds per person do we need to calculate when choosing, say, a pig's weight?
Uh, you should calculate half a pound per person. Remember, when you have the whole pig, you have to take in consideration you have the weight of the head and all the bones. So it's about half a pound per person when you're doing the whole pig weight.
Great, thank you. So what tips can you give first-time users of La Caja China?
Well, very important. You need to have your meat at room temperature. You cannot just bring them out of the cooler and put them inside the box. You need to let them sit outside and bring them as close as possible to 70 degrees. Okay, the colder the meat, the longer it's going to take to cook. So that's why it's important to have it at room temperature.
Aha. So how long does it take to bring, say, a 40 to 50-pound pig to room temperature?
Well, again, it depends how cold it is. Let's say if it's about 40 degrees, it's going to take about 4 or 5 hours to bring them back to a room temperature. Always do them inside a room. Never do it under the sun. Just if make sure you bring them inside the home and just let it come up to temperature.
Okay, great. So how can people buy a butterfly pig, as we can see on the pictures on your website?
Well, basically it's when they dress the pig, they go down the backbone with a knife, basically a knife and a hammer, and they're splitting the backbone so that it easily opens up flat. Because we need to make them flat so that we can rack them, put them between the two racks. And it's all they have to do is tell the meat person in the meat store that they need it, to open up and butterfly the pig, and they'll do it.
Ah, okay, great. Thanks. So what tips can you share for people who want to roast racks of ribs?
Well, the ribs again, pork, they need to do it with a lower temperature, longer time. You can do ribs in an hour and a half, an hour and 45 minutes, but I like to take 3 hours doing my ribs. So basically, and we have all those instructions on the website. You want to start with, smaller amount of charcoal
Hmm.
and just add smaller amounts of charcoal every hour to give you that extra time so that you'll have a much better piece of pork.
Slow and steady.
Yep. The
Great.
longer the longer and lower, the better for pork.
Okay, good to know. So, Roberto, why is Caja China best used for catering and big parties?
Well, um, first of all, it's knowing that you're gonna have a perfect product. We actually guarantee. Uh, there's nothing like going to a party and roasting a pig, and it's 7 8 hours, and the pig is not done, or if you bring it out, it's not well cooked and the skin doesn't get crispy. You don't have any of those problems with la caja china. You're going to place them in there. You're going to add, depending on the weight, your amount of charcoal and the amount of time, and you'll have a perfect pig. So it's one less worry that you have for you serving your customer.
Great. Well, thank you so much for sharing all these helpful ideas, Roberto. Are there any others that you want to share?
No, just give them a try. Get a box and roast a pig for your family.
Okay, well, for those of you watching, if you would like to order this magic box or find out any more details or information, you can visit www.lacajachina.com, or you can like their page at facebook.com/lacajachina87. Thank you so much, Roberto.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.